Hey, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors, and thanks for tuning in to this week's fishing report. Before we get into the fishing report, just want to remind you guys, if you use any of the guides or resorts mentioned in today's report, please let them know you saw them on Livin MN Outdoors. And if you guys could, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell to all, and you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. But with that being said, let's dive into today's report. Today we're going to start up on Lake Winnibigoshish. I talked to Chad from the Pines Resort, and the fishing is absolutely on fire up there right now. Now before we get into talking about the fishing, do want to let you guys know he is going to be shutting down the access until Monday, December 26th. They're going to close down for Christmas, spend time with family, but then they'll be back open Monday. They'll have roads plowed and all that good stuff. Now, as far as what they're going to be allowing out starting that Monday, he said they're going to allow out 3/4 ton trucks with any size wheelhouse. You heard that right. 3/4 ton trucks pulling any size wheelhouse. Now, I want to remind you guys, they did get a ton of snow up there. There has been some slush on top of the ice. We were up there this past weekend. We were able to get around anywhere we wanted in a 1/2 ton trucks. We didn't use chains or anything like that. It's a good idea to bring shovels just in case you would happen to get stuck. But as far as getting off the road and driving around, we did not have any issues. Now, as far as the bite goes, this past weekend we were up there. We caught 6 different species while we were fishing. We got walleyes, northern pike, eelpout, perch, bluegills, and crappies. Tamarack Bay is loaded with a ton of different species of fish, and all of them are biting right now. Now, as far as where to find those fish, we set up in 10 to 14 feet of water off of a weed edge, or you can set up on a large flat, but within proximity to deeper water or some weeds. As far as what we caught the fish on, a lot of our fish came on plain red hooks or pink and white Lindy Frosties on a bobber tipped with a fathead. Now, on your jigging rods, I highly recommend using either a pink, white, or gold buckshot spoon in 1/8 ounce size. Tip that with the head of a fathead and you will catch some fish out there on Tamarack Bay. Just a reminder, guys, there is a river channel in Tamarack Bay there, so if you are going to head out there, make sure you stop in at the Pines Resort, talk to Chad, make sure you know where it is safe to go across the river channel, and just make sure you're being safe out there because there's no fish worth risking your life for. So check in with the resort, get the information you need, and go out there and catch some beautiful Lake Winnie fish. Now, the Pines Resort, they do offer cabins. If you're looking for a cabin or a bar and restaurant, they have that as well. They're going to be serving breakfast. They'll have their mobile food trailer out on the lake on Saturdays for lunchtime. If you're looking for a wheelhouse, zupsguideservice is running wheelhouses out of the resort. Go ahead, give Scott Zupfer a call and book one of those ice castles and just enjoy your time out there on Lake Winnie. So, if you guys are looking to get up to Lake Winnibigoshish, go ahead and call Chad from the Pines Resort. Alright, now moving over to Mille Lacs Lake, I talked to Jeff from Castles Resort. He said the season has been going phenomenal for them. Now, with this heavy snow they just got, they've been doing a lot of cleanup, keeping their roads open, extending their roads, been putting a lot of hours in, but they said they're ready for traffic and they're ready for people to come up and catch some fish. Now, their ice roads are broken down into 2 zones right now. Zone 1 goes out to the mouth of the bay, maybe a touch further, and in that zone right now they are going to be allowing any size truck and wheelhouse combo. They have a ton of ice out in that area, 16, 17, 18 inches plus. So they are opening that up to any combination of wheelhouse and truck. Now Zone 2, that goes out to Grass Island, Malone Bay area. This weekend they are going to be allowing out half tons pulling single axle wheelhouses. That is in Zone 2. Zone 1, any combination. Zone 2, half ton pulling single axle wheelhouses. I asked Jeff how the bite had been up there. He says the bite continues to be pretty good. People are catching a lot of fish, he said, and they're catching some really big fish as well. Now, as far as the depth he recommends for catching those fish, he said 10 to 16 feet of water adjacent to weeds. He said they've been using a plain red hook with fatheads or shiners on them. Now, I did hear from some other people that they are using some small sucker minnows as well and having some really good success on those. Now, as far as walleyes, he said they've been catching a ton of different sizes from itty bitty 8-inchers all the way up to 28, 29-inch fish. He said they've been catching some giant pike all the way up to 42 inches. And he said those pike are even biting on those small sucker minnows while people are walleye fishing as well. Now, he said the perch bite continues to be strong. He said you can catch those all the way out to 22 feet of water. People still catching some nice limits out there, bringing home enough fish for a fish fry. And fishing just continues to be decent out of Castles Resort. Now, I want to remind you guys this weekend for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the office will be closed. You can still use their access. They'll have a drop box out there. Make sure you're dropping in your road access money. They use a lot of gas and they really beat up their vehicles keeping those roads plowed. So please give them the money they deserve to access out of their place there. Now, if you're looking for a cabin or a rental fish house, they do offer both. So go ahead, give Castles Resort a call and book those up if that's what you are looking for. But with that being said, let's move up to the north end of the lake. Barnacles Resort and Campground. Talked to Alexa today. She said that not a lot has changed as far as ice conditions. She said they have 6 to 10 inches of ice. They're going to allow out ATVs and snowmobiles. She said you can get out to the second break now. She did say if you head out towards the rock pile, there tends to be more slush out that way. If you head over to the sand pile, it seems to be more dry that direction. But the second break is a go right now. She said the walleyes are biting really good in that 25 to 26 feet of water on the break. They're using perch talkers and dead sticks, plain red hook, small sucker minnow, golden shiner, fathead. The walleyes are chomping, and she said now is the time to get out to that second break and capitalize on those beautiful Mille Lacs Lake walleyes. Now, just like Castles Resort, Barnacles Resort is going to be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but you can use their access. Make sure you give them their road fees, but go out there, have a great time, and enjoy yourself. All right, now moving over to Leech Lake. I talked to the guys from Horseshoe Bay Lodge and Leech Lake Guide Team LLC. They are getting things prepped, ready to go. They're going to open back up the Thursday after Christmas, December 29th. Their access will be back open. They are going to allow half-ton trucks pulling single axle wheelhouses or 3/4 ton gas trucks pulling nothing. They did say you can pull out up to 24-foot tandem axle wheelhouses with a side-by-side. Now they're going to have their road plowed, they're going to have slips plowed for the wheelhouses, so you won't have to worry about that. They gave me a road map, which I'll insert right here. Going to be a great time up there. We're going to be up there for New Year's weekend, hopefully catching some of those beautiful Leech Lake walleyes. He didn't really say what depth bait or lures were working because there hasn't been much for people fishing out there after that massive snow. They had a ton of flooding out there, but they're working on getting it cleaned up, and hopefully they're going to have it a go on that Thursday, December 29th. Now, if you're looking for a hotel room, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they got hotel rooms, full bar and restaurant, pool, hot tub, sauna, steam room. If you're looking for a guide, talk to the guys from Leech Lake Guide Team LLC. They'll hook you up. They'll put you on the fish. If you're looking to rent a wheelhouse, talk to Tanner from Only Outdoors. He's got some beautiful ice castles, and he's working hard to keep those on fish at all times. But if you guys are looking to get up to Leech Lake after December 29th, go ahead and call Cam from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's fishing report. If you guys do get out fishing, take some pictures. Feel free to send them in to us at livinmnoutdoors@gmail.com. We will feature you in next week's fishing report. We did have some viewers send in some pictures, so we'll get those up here right now. Really appreciate you guys sending those in. Now, when you guys do get out fishing, remember, pick up your trash, respect other fishermen, don't crowd your neighbor, and most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.